Hi Gemini, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Gemini, strong placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this link and you are called to watch the reading, then that is the timing for you. So Gemini, let's see what's going on in the love department for you. Mercury has just gone direct, and Mercury is your astral body. It is the planet that rules over Gemini. So what I was getting in the meditation before the reading is that there might be a situation of no communication or very little communication, and also perhaps revisiting past relationships. But let's see what the cards have to say, Gemini. Alright, Spirit, for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what is going on for love? I am doing personal readings again, so if this resonates with you and you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. Alright Gemini, let's see. I just saw the heartbreak card for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Rising, Venus. Ace of Wands, a new beginning, passionate new beginning. Five of Swords, self-sabotage maybe, Justice, Major Arcana, card of Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra. Ten of Cups, that's great energy, Gemini. I'm just going to get all the cards out and then we'll see. And the Empress. Wow. Card of Taurus. Excuse me, Gemini. Major Arcana. Very fertile energy. Birthing something new. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. And one more card for Gemini, please and thank you. Victory. Wow, these are really good cards. So Gemini, what I'm seeing here at the bottom of the deck, the Devil, card of Capricorn, I am sensing a very strong attraction in this connection. The Devil energy is, there's a spectrum of energy with the Devil. But what I'm feeling from the card, and given the other cards in the spread today, Gemini, is that it is more of an attraction, an intense attraction, that is maybe making you feel like this is something insatiable. The Devil also looks at addiction. That can be addiction at any point in the spectrum, from even being addicted to screen time or gaming or sex, alcohol, substances. But I'm not getting that energy from this card today. What I'm feeling is there's a connection that has got you in the feels, that is very passionate. There's an intense attraction between the two of you, and it's making you question whether this is something real, and it's a little bit scary for you is what I'm getting, Gemini. It's a little scary. I don't think you or your person have felt this kind of energy before, which is why it can be a little bit daunting, especially if it's not something that you're used to. So the Ace of Wands card, it's a passionate new beginning. You could have just met this person. It could be a friend that is now evolving into an intense attraction, but I'm getting more that this is about a new connection, a new spark. It is the ace, and the aces are about new beginnings. The Ace of Wands is also a very, very passionate energy, a very, very intense fire energy. Wands are fire energy. And whatever this attraction is, this intense attraction, I am feeling that it is also activating your sense of telepathy. There's a connection that you have with this person that feels almost surreal, telepathic. You activate each other's energy centers, and it feels like something you haven't felt before. It's very intense, and you are questioning it. Gemini is a very logical sign, very witty, very logical. I mean, your planet is Mercury, and Mercury is all about communication and air energy. Gemini is an air sign, and airs are all about your thoughts, your cognitive processes, the logical side of your brain. And I think what you're battling with, Gemini, is trying to compute logically what this connection is. And these types of connections, and you will know when you experience them, cannot be defined in a logical way. What I'm feeling is that because it's something that's so new to you and something so foreign, that you are questioning the integrity of it, or you are questioning whether this is just your imagination. But what I would advise you to do, and what I'm hearing Spirit say as well, Gemini, is to allow the emotion to flow and not get up in your head about it, because what you can end up doing is self-sabotaging the connection, and ending up losing it because you're over analyzing what it is and what it is not. Go with the flow. It is just the spark in the beginning of something new that's being created and birthed, especially with the Empress being here. It's a very strong energy of creation and new beginnings. So it's too early, Gemini, to pull back from this. It's important that you understand where these fears are coming from. What is it that is triggering you, that's causing you to question the realness of this connection? This feels like a beautiful connection, Gemini, because we have Justice here with the Ten of Cups. And Justice is all about balance. So again, Major Arcana, card of Libra, you could be dealing with the Libra, but this connection is also bringing reciprocity, balance. It's card number 11, 1-1. I feel that there's an equal give and take. And you might not have experienced that in previous connections. And your experience could be one where you are overgiving, or there is an imbalance in the emotional investment in the connection. What I'm sensing here is that you're almost seeing a mirror of yourself in this person. This could very well be a twin flame connection. The energy feels quite intense. And you see yourself in them. I think that is what the scary part of it is. And vice versa, I think your person is also feeling this. There's a lot about your pasts. There's a lot about your childhood. There's a lot about the way you have navigated life up until this point that feel very similar. It's almost as if you're confronting yourself, Gemini, and at the same time, as daunting as that is, it is extremely emotionally fulfilling. With the Ten of Cups here, it feels like for the first time, maybe you feel emotionally fulfilled. And again, what I'm getting is that you activate each other's energy centers. We've got the rainbow in this card, which represents all the colors of the energy centers of the body. And very strong red energy there, which is grounding. So this connection grounds you as well, as passionate as it is, as intense as it is. It feels very safe. It feels like it's something that you can trust. This is someone that you can already start seeing a future with. The happy home, the happy family. Ten of Cups is about the ultimate emotional fulfillment. And as new as this connection might be, you're starting to see that this is a possibility. And I think that's why, it's freaking you out a little bit, Geminis, because it seems too good to be true, is what I just heard. It feels too good to be true. Another major arcana here, the Empress. The Empress is the divine feminine, the four queens in one. She is earth, air, fire, and water. Card of Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. You don't have to be. What I'm feeling is that with this person, this is opening up a whole new world of feeling, of being, of connecting that you might not have necessarily felt in other connections. It flows. And with this divine feminine energy, you are learning how to receive, Gemini, because the divine feminine is a very receptive energy. It is a vessel for receiving, a vessel for flow. I mean, look at the water that's flowing over her shoulders there. And it feels natural. It doesn't feel forced. I'm just getting a message about this moon card as well. I think what it's bringing up for you is a lot of subconscious fears or beliefs you have around whether you deserve to receive. Gemini, if that resonates for any of you, that might be a very specific message for one specific Gemini. But if it resonates, and I can relate to that, is this feeling of being unworthy to receive. And so what you might have done in prior relationships is overcompensate for that by overgiving. And that's also what Libra does. Libra, to keep the peace, to keep the balance, they tend to overcompensate. And, the shadow side of that is people pleasing and not always knowing, when to pull your energy back and when to reserve your energy. But for the first time in this connection, you feel like you are on the receiving end and that it's very, very balanced. Again, I'm getting the sense of reciprocity. The moon is here. The energy of the moon could be asking you, to look at what are the things that are causing you to feel doubt or fear or any kind of trepidation towards this connection. What are the subconscious beliefs that are coming in that might be, guiding you towards sabotaging it in a way, or trying to find what's wrong in the connection so that you can justify those beliefs and reinforce them? This, I feel, Gemini, is a whole new being for you. It's a whole new way of being. And so it will take time to rewire your logical mind and allow trust to come in. If that's not how you've been used to showing up in relationships, that can be quite a difficult thing. But allow the process, allow whatever is being birthed to come forth. Because even if the connection doesn't end up working out, you would have seen a different side of yourself, Gemini. I am seeing victory in this connection. This person makes you feel seen. Six of Wands. It's a parade, it's a celebration. Card of Leo. Leos love to be seen. They love to be center stage. It's a fire energy. I'm feeling, if you allow this flow, Gemini, by December, there could be an engagement already. There could be celebration, a wedding even. And that's not far away, but if you know, if this is a connection that you can see your future with this person, and there's balance, there's reciprocity, there's intense passion as well. I mean, the passion is off the charts. It feels like it's on another level, but it's not just physical passion, it's not just physical attraction. Because it's activating all your energy centers, you feel as if you are vibrationally different around this person. You feel alive, you feel activated. And, with that, intimacy can be so much more intense, especially if you're working with all of your energy centers in the heart, the solar plexus, your sense of confidence. A card of Leo again is self-confidence. You're stepping into feeling beautiful, feeling loved, feeling sexy, feeling seen by this person. They are in awe of you, Gemini, and I think it is reciprocal. The feeling is mutual. I think you look at this person and think, wow, there's so much to admire about them. There's a lot to be celebrated, yeah, and I'm definitely feeling that it's going to move quite quickly if you are able to process what it is that is stopping you from immersing yourself fully in the fields. I just want to get an overall card, and then I'm going to get some messages from your person to see how they are. And the Fool just flipped over, which is new beginnings, taking a leap of faith, trusting, and the Magician. So together, manifesting. And they are both major arcana. So I really do feel like this is divine timing, that this is a divine connection, and you can feel the difference. Yes, Gemini, wish fulfillment, satisfaction. This is what you've been looking for. This is the type of connection you've been looking for. And again, it is about that emotional fulfillment that you might have never experienced. This person doesn't just emotionally bait and then disappear. And I think you've been used to perhaps that back and forth energy and being afraid to fully invest emotionally to protect your heart. But in this connection, you won't even have to think about that, Gemini, is what I'm getting. There's so much love, there is so much trust, there is a sense of safety and comfort and predictability, but not in a boring way, in a way that makes you feel like you can give more, that you don't have to hold back, and that this person sees you for everything that you are, no holds barred. And that's beautiful, Gemini. I'm so happy to have done this reading for you. Some really good energy. So let's see what your person has to say, Gemini. Messages from your person. this could also be subconscious messages for you, Gemini, that you might be thinking. You both, I think, are on the same wavelength, so you might even be having the same thoughts about it. Whoa, that's a lot. Hey, this person wants to say a lot. Wow, our love can power galaxies. Exactly, that's what I got from this, giving each other so much energy. Our love can power galaxies. Can you handle all my scars? And I think, that's your energy, Gemini, is, is this person going to see me for everything that I am? And I think the answer is yes. You're not my usual type, but I like it a lot. And that could also be why you're questioning this connection, Gemini. It's not something that you've ever experienced before, and maybe this person isn't, your usual type. And that can be quite jarring for the nervous system. But what you realize with this connection is your nervous system doesn't have to brace. There's no second guessing. There's no games. It is what it is. I've never cared so deeply for someone before. Again, the intensity of this connection showing up quite strongly. And that is scary because, when you care so deeply for someone, the fear of losing that is so much more intense. But it's better to have loved and lost, is always what I feel, is to experience this kind of love is a blessing. Your name is following me everywhere. So you might be seeing license plates or signs, Gemini, where this person's name or initials is showing up. Those are all, what I've noticed is when you start vibing with someone and your frequency is on the same wavelength, there will be a lot of external signs that will show up to confirm that. And you could see their name, you could see their initials, you could, just randomly hear their name in shopping centers or when you're driving, on the radio. And that is confirmation, Gemini. I want more with you one day. Exactly. I am telling you, Gemini, by December, if there's not more of a commitment, I'll eat my hat. There's definitely going to be an emotional, physical, spiritual, on all levels, commitment with this person. It's a beautiful connection. So go with the flow, Gemini, and just enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. Be present, and you never know what is going to happen tomorrow. So don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just catch yourself when you are in this energy, because it can be very draining. And projection as well. I just heard projection. Be aware of not projecting, past hurt or past pain or your experiences of love onto this connection. But even then, I'm getting that even if that does happen, your person will understand. I think they have experienced pretty much the same wounding. So they will see you for everything that you are, and you will not have to perform. You will not have to mold your personality or adjust in any way for this person. I love this for you, Gemini. And if this resonated, please reach out for a personal reading. Good luck and see you next time.